What up, though? I know it's been a minute. It's your boy Handz. Working on a beat for my homie Nutt B. I don't even have Fruity Loops pulled up, which is what I'm doing right now. Trying to help him finish out his album, see what I can come up with. And we're gonna get started. So check back with y'all here in a minute. Put this video together, put it on YouTube. Hopefully y'all like the jump. Alright, so the first element we're gonna start with is these Vox chords. Just something simple as far as progression. And we'll start getting more intricate as we go along. So here's the Vox chords. What we doing? Alright, so that's that. Be back in a second. Alright, the second element I'm gonna add is basically like a horn hit, not necessarily a stab, but a hit, and that would be, you know what I'm saying? So handle that, be back with you in a minute. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna record this one live. Let's do it. Third element is just going to be a bell, like so. Probably gonna go with horns this time around. So I ain't gonna waste nobody's time. I'm gonna sit here and play with the horns, see what I come up with. Alright, so what I decided to do is just keep the horns real simple, and this will be the fourth element. It's just some simple horns. I'm probably gonna come back with some secondary chords over the Vox chords, which was the first element. I don't know yet. It just depends on how it builds itself up once I start putting more elements in. So fourth element, horns, simple pattern. Back about the quantize and all that. I'll let you on in a second. Alright, so now that the quantizing is done, I think what I'm gonna do is just duplicate it and try to come up with I guess some type of melody under the chords. Like I said, just clone the horns and try to come up with something. So hopefully y'all can hear good. Hopefully y'all can, because y'all sitting right in front of the speaker. So at least I have my camera sitting right in front of the speaker. So let's just see what we come up with. So this is the crazy part, because when you hear beats, you hear so many melodies. As a producer, is just finding the right keys. So even if you don't sing, you can still hum your melody out if you know what key you in. You can always hum your melody out and find the keys and go. So let's get back to this. And I think I hear something, so I'm just gonna start playing it out. I'm actually gonna turn it up. I'm probably gonna go ahead and record that. And sometimes, if you into music, beat making, producing, real heavy, you'll know that not sometimes, most of the time, it's that the element or the sound or the idea that you first had that should be laid down that's going to create that sound that you want, or that feel that you want for the beat. So I'm about to record that element in, which would be the fifth element, but it's just like a prelude, maybe an intro horn melody. I don't know until I break the beat down. So here we go. All right. Yeah, I'm sure y'all heard that wrong note somewhere in there. Of course, I'm gonna take care of it. So with that said, I'm gonna quantize and I'll be back. Alright, so now I have everything quantized as far as the horns. What I did do was copy that same horn pattern. Let me solo it. Alright, so now you get the gist of what I'm talking about. What I did was copied it in the same channel of the piano roll and pasted it and just moved it up exactly 1 octave and turned it down a little bit. So that's where you get the high pitch sound from. If I solo. It's always good to layer your sounds some way, shape, form, or fashion. So with that said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for some more elements, and then I'll be back. See if we can't get this thing rocking. You know what I mean? Sixth element is gonna be just a little an arpeggiator. I'm not really gonna overdo it. Some people tend to overdo it with arpeggiators, and I'm not, so I'm gonna record this in. You may not hear it while I was recording, but trust me, once everything is mixed, everything will sit in its proper place and you'll be able to hear it. But like I said, I'm not going to overdo it, so here we go. Just something quick. So what I'm trying to do now is add life to the track. Something simple, but I'm actually going to do it 1 octave up. You get where I'm going. By the way, if you have any questions on how I go about doing anything, for real, I wanted to show y'all, like, you know, me actually playing this shit out. This ain't nothing that I'm, you know, already had recorded and just acting like I'm going to do sounds. Like, I'm actually doing this in front of y'all. And speaking of that, you know, if you want to know what VSTs I'm using, what sound fonts I'm using, feel free. Feel free to ask. What am I looking for? Y'all gotta excuse me too. I'm all like discombobulated in the head. It's 5:32 in the morning, and I'm up making beats and shit. You know what? I think I left them joints in the car. So, bassline. I don't know if y'all can hear all of those tones, but yeah, simple bass line is what I'm about to do, and I'll record that, and then I'm running out to my vehicle. something simple. I would have used an 808, but 808s are kind of, it's not a sound for every beat to me. No offense, but it's not a sound for every beat, and I try to use 808s sparingly. But then again, I know how to use subs and signs as 808s without even a fade out. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying, but I can use a sign and make it sound like an 808 versus using an actual 808. Because sometimes I actually like the punch of my kick to carry the track, and the bass to accent the kick, versus the kick competing with that top heavy part of the 808. So with that being said, I'm gonna make a run real quick and find more elements, and then I'll be back with y'all. Alright, so what I'm gonna start doing now is adding percussion and drums. The only two more elements that I've added, 2 more elements. The only ones that I've added was just a crash and a cymbal. And I added a crash and a cymbal, and then from there I'm just gonna start laying a drum pattern, but this is what I have minus all of the sounds, the instruments, minus the instruments. 4 bars, you know, you get the point. Alright, snare for right now. And we're gonna drop that now. Do a quick quantize. Alright, so what I did was, in that brief intermission, I took the time to just add the drums and turn up some of the sounds. As I was recording the percussion and the drums, I turned all the sounds down, but this is the drum pattern so far. Alright, and this is with sounds. Alright, so that's that so far. I'm going to try to find another element to put in, maybe another lead, maybe another synth. I don't know how I feel about the secondary chords yet, even though I said at the beginning that I was going to put some in. I don't know how I feel about them right now. So hang tight. I'm going to try to find me a lead or a synth or something. Give me a second. Alright, so I was just sitting here going through sounds. I just came to one sound and just stopped, so I'm gonna sit and play around with this on the beat and see what I come up with. So excuse me while I zone out for a little bit, just see what I come up with. Try another sound, see what we come up with. like some of them sounds that I was using, leave a comment. Heck no, not that one. Some sounds you can almost make work. I'm gonna find some more sounds. You know what? I ain't even gonna do that. Just gonna look until. You forcing shit, it won't work. For some reason, I think I like that. So with that being said, just had to play it a couple of times, so now we're gonna record it. I almost wanna just ride off of that D note. It's not a D, excuse me. Because I transposed it. But what I almost want to do is ride off of that note and not leave it the same as the Give me a second. Alright, so instead of making it repetitive, I kind of just took 2 bars, kept them the same, or made it that first melody that y'all heard me playing, and then, like I said, I wanted to ride off of that note, so that's what I did. Something simple. It might be in your face right now, but when it's mixed, it won't be, if that makes any sense to those of y'all who are not in tune with mixing. Some people say they mix and they think it's all about adding reverb and delay and a little bit of compression here and there, whether it be instruments or vocals, and they feel like they mix something, and that's not the case at all. There's a lot involved in mixing, and I'm not going to get into all of that. Actually, I can, and I can make this a 2-part video to where I show y'all me mixing this track. Could be. But anyway, back to the sound. I'll let you hear it. You know, if you post a comment or something, if you like it, or if you have an idea, or fuck, if you just want to collab, hit me up, inbox me, follow me on Twitter at HotHandsENT, Reverb Nation, HotHandsENT. Zoned out for a second. Play. So with that said, I think I'm gonna try to start breaking the beat down And sometimes I do add different elements as the beat is broke down throughout the process, but I think for right now I'm just gonna start mixing the beat. Nah, I can't do that because then I said I was gonna show y'all a tutorial. What I could do is mix the beat and then go through and show y'all what I did. So as of right now, I'm gonna mix the beat down and play y'all an MP3 of it. Of course, it's gonna be tagged up because, like I said at the beginning, this beat is for one of my homies, Nutt. I'll post his link to his music in the description. Other than that, sayonara. Nah. If you need anything, inbox me. If you have any questions, leave a comment or inbox me. VST help, mixing help, compression help, reverb help, Fruity Loops help, Pro Tools help. Setting up your software and hardware help. You know, just get at me, man. I think that's about it, man. Yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm gonna start mixing this track, and part 2 of it will be me actually showing y'all mixing. Peace. I lied. You know what I forgot to add? Hi-hats. So with that being said, those will probably just take place during the hook, and that's it. I think that's all I wanted.